Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. We are coming back into this after a long hiatus for me playing the America campaign. I had to play all of that in one go, so bear with me while I refresh on everything we were getting back into. Like, we failed to build our nuclear projects because we took over. We did the annex thing we did last episode. That's interesting. Oh, our level of independence is crazy low. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was the wrong button. I meant combat foreign influence. Can I cancel these? There is not a way to cancel them, huh? Alright, well, we'll probably lose money then. It's fine. Oh, no, we're actually still positive. Okay, so huge misclick there. But, got me all off kilter. Um, let's see. We were functioning very well as a non-aligned party. We do... Yeah, we can't make anything right now. Still have a crazy high interest rate. For us. Let's see here. Yeah, China. China. Probably gonna be... Our biggest concern is that right now. We don't have very many factories. What's our tax rate? 30%? We're just not... Yeah, unless we can get back up to a major power, we're gonna be struggling here. So we need to combat foreign influence pretty hard. I would love to jump on this right now. We definitely need to pay down this 10 trillion in debt. 13 billion a cycle is just pretty much unacceptable. And we gotta get all our spending back up. Got everything except for what we need. 2 billion from resource exports is not that much. We really need to go back to mixed economy too. So let's see. There's no global... Yeah, so without global tension, we're just not going to be able to do anything. And we have an election when? 2 years? Alright, so we need to fix our political parties. That is going to be the same thing that we were doing last time, is recovering that and the economy while we build anti-air stuff. Yep. And it looks like we can decommission these newly acquired brigades. We don't need them. Got the auxiliary electric motor done finally. Most of our vehicle stuff is done. Like some of the heavy hitters. So that's good. We just need the battle stations and the modern turbine engines. And then we need to get enhanced defensive systems. We got agency computers we're getting. That'll help a bunch. We do have another research slot open. Let's check out how we're doing with all our techs. 35. We could get power. I don't think we need power, but it's something to watch. I'm definitely gonna get Sam's up. We're not gonna focus on our missile launch capabilities right away, but we are gonna focus on getting missile silos set up with anti-air systems involved. I think that'll be kind of the difference maker on our end. It looks like too. We will be able to put some foreign investment down on stuff eventually. But not right now. I'm gonna say we just keep paying off our debt. Yeah, we do have a lot of manpower for military, even with like our low military spending. So that's good news. We do have spies doing things. Got anti-air missiles somewhere that just finished up. Yeah, we really can't fight any of these global superpowers because we're not gonna be able to trade for resources. So that's our biggest weakness that kind of stops us from attacking the top end of the map. So like we would not be able to fight Europe. We'd fundamentally just immediately lose a game in the playthrough, which I mean is fine. They're that big and I wasted like 2 decades of time due to mistakes. Same with China or the US. We really can't mess with their like sphere of influence. Russia is a different story. They don't have anything left in this playthrough, so it is what it is. We're past that 15 trillion mark. I think the next is 40 or 30, something like that. No, it's 20 and then 30. Oh, we could hit 20. That's very doable. And we do have enough. We can spy on these guys. Easy, easy. We have land access. Somaliland, even easier. Like they just have steel. They have tons more steel. So Somalia, steel and oil are very desirable. The Republic of Africa is an interesting one because we might be able to take all of Africa if we get a big enough foothold along this coast. But they do have they have a lot of ships. They don't have like strong ships, but they have a ton of them, which is a viable strategy. It does work. All right. I did get that. I guess I didn't click on anything. How's our power situation? We are 15%. I'm not going to research ahead there. We're already getting anti-air missiles. Next thing we would get is just cruise missiles. Basically, just don't care. Just overwhelm any kind of air defense. Yeah, third gen drone system is looking desirable. Actually, good strike fighters. This would be game changing for us to get. Oh, we'll start with light, and we'll just get that going. Actually, hugely game changing for us. Then I'm gonna pay this down below $10.2 trillion. Production wise, where are we sitting? We do need more military facilities to finish building. Okay, we do have that in the stack right now, so that's good. And we're working on offices, so that'll boost our income. I think I'd rather see it this order though. And then dockyards. We are up to 30 dockyards, so that's 6 vessels. So we could start stacking destroyer, like 1 destroyer, 2 frigates. Yeah, so we could add a destroyer to our navy. it it really isn't beneficial though for us to get a bunch of these old ships. Basically just a waste of space unless we're fighting someone that's not powerful. And this land mass is completely useless to anyone except the Republic of Africa. Yeah, how's our production of jets going? That's kind of the other big game-changing thing. So we have our bombers. Those are coming to fruition. We're stockpiling jets pretty well. Self-propelled artillery. This is a terrible design. This is a okay IFV. Not the best. We could get a max, like really high-tech tank design. I remember right, we're almost done with that research. We'll go ahead and break that up. Let's check on any of these actually in the vehicle area. There we go. That's IFVs, the coax cannons. All right, we're finishing battle stations and tank cannons, so we can actually get our first iteration. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade our hulls right now. We can just start producing some better overall health equipment. And we'll call this the main battle tank. This is 2. Where's medium tank guns? And we just want modern. Smoothbore launchers. Uh, armor bonus. Not the popcorn. We don't want the popcorn system, so we'll go with what we can for defense systems. I don't think we have the drone systems that give huge attack bonuses, so we'll just go with a barrel extension right now. And we'll end up swapping this, but for now, that lowers reliability. I'm not real big on that. We can't hit that. Do an auxiliary electric engine for fuel usage. Which might be surprisingly beneficial for us with our oil use. Why can't I use this? Alright, well, let's get rid of that then. We're just gonna remove the slot. We'll save it for later. Defense and breakthrough. We want the non-explosive reactive armor, gas turbine engines, battle stations. Definitely need blowout panels, based armor, and heavy hitting anti-vehicle ammo. Alright, let's look at what we got. Models. Honestly, this looks pretty cool. I don't think America gets this model. That's nice. Very slow, because we don't have the upgraded engines. Not very reliable. But that design will work. And let's see. Cost-wise, it's pretty heavy on resources too for us. So let's go ahead and get some of our what we can filled out this like from our deficiencies. North Korea is a viable trading partner. Oh, I'm good with that. Yeah, as we're trading away quite a bit of our assets for this. And where... Yeah, I think we're trading something like 50 factories just so we can have the production we are having. Yeah, we're getting 1.8 a day. Alright, we'll join those sanctions. I can't fight Ukraine because they'll be able to attack us in the Black Sea. I pretty much have to go for the Caspian Sea in Kazakhstan. It's like, that's just where we're at, Navy-wise. And you really can't do anything about it at this point. Keep building enrichment facilities. And then as our GDP does grow, we're also lowering our interest rate. As long as our debt doesn't increase, we're fine. Yeah, because I would have to spend 730 political power, I think, to get our tax costs down to a reasonable amount. And we have only a 2-year window to get the non-aligned party back in power. Which we will be able to do. Yeah, because we'd be at 20% for non-aligned. I just clicked the wrong one, so nationalist is going to go up. So I do regret that. Like I should have. Yeah, I should have hit this one, but I hit the wrong button. Yeah, and I think we're additional expenses just expired. Good. Can I do these? It looks like I do. You can do propaganda campaigns without expending political power costs. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that then right now. I really don't care about the money as much. We did get active protection systems, so we'll be able to start research on some of our rarer stuff. We're going to keep boosting our non-aligned up. We'll be able to get this to like 18 or 19%, I think. Yeah, having done a nationalist propaganda campaign basically just hurt the Democrat Party more, the Western aligned one. Yeah, Democratic Socialist Party. Wild combo of things that probably aren't the best. Tank support drones. Ooh, we need that. We very much need that. And I think we're making everything except Sam's right now. We need a couple more military factories just to be stable with what we're at. Got agency computers wrapped up. That's good that we have operative training pretty much done. I don't really care about strikes and blueprints. Our research is so high anyway. Counterintelligence is nice, but we definitely need cyber warfare. Getting backdoors can be game changing if we can hold out and use them in decisive moments. Um, I want to see what we have left. Yeah, we need projects. Armor is still doing research. Let's go ahead and get our anti-tank infantry vehicles done. Definitely protection systems. These are super fast to research too. And we're up somehow to 150 billion, so let's pay down that. I don't know what happened there. Somehow ended up with a bigger loan. Wasn't a cool thing. Yeah, we're short resources. Let's go ahead and trade for steel with the Republic of Africa. This is our unemployment. Yeah, we don't have enough people. Yeah, our offices are less efficient than they should be. That's not good. Just realized we have a population problem again. I forgot to look at that. I do remember seeing that last episode now that I see it. Um, so what does that do? Well, that means that making these are actually not helpful in any sense. Not for a long time. Power plants will be because we can just bump our economy up and then build infinite buildings afterwards. But other than that, this actually hurts us, so we're gonna stop making factories. Rail lines, power plants, that's what we want to build. Yeah, see, we're as we're building buildings, we're sucking office workers out of our offices. Not helpful. Yeah, we're only 80 million pop. We're not even doing 100 million mark. Electronics. We're gonna go ahead and early research for population growth. Get Sam's up higher. Get the newer ones. We did have to wipe our foreign investment, so that's terrible too. Not ideal. It's not what you want to see for sure. All right, we're in June of 2041 too. I'm just surprised that Chechnya has such issues with population control. I would think there'd be more people in that region, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. It's like a coastal region with double coasts, even has mountains, so it's bound to get rain. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this could be a nice place, like environment wise. I don't know about the people. I'm sure they're cool. But yeah, this whole area right here is just rough to me. A rough place. That's like hard mode. That or over here. If you're over here, that's also hard mode of life. All right, so we got all these. I'm just gonna kick down to the bottom of our queue. They're all useless. Even the power plant realistically is useless. Rather have the infrastructure. All right, we got roads to build. Network infrastructure, we're actually good. That's crazy. Oh, we're not good. We're almost good, I should say. What the hell? We should have 3 more than what we just clicked, too. Ah, 4 more. Okay, let's get these up. Definitely want this to finish first. I'm just gonna pay down incremental tiny amounts. Because we are over our... Yeah, we're not even making 6% return. I don't know why it goes up every other one I click. Seems wildly inaccurate. Alright, and we're out of time anyway. We got our construction queue filled up and fixed. Another 60 days of propaganda. We could join NATO, that'd be funny. Right now. We are like Western aligned. Alright. We're gonna bump this party again. So there is like 20% non-aligned right now. That's pretty good. So we move back into the 3rd spot from our crushing mismanagement. Anyway, I'll catch everyone on the next episode. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure for Chechnya.